First at 4, breaking news in the story of a 5-year-old who was found dead inside of a local motel. We just learned the cause of death. Michigan voters are being asked to join the battle over abortion. We'll talk about the focus of a new campaign that just started. Ben.
Karen, another warm one, but we're really going to be sweating tomorrow. Plus, we're going to add strong storms to the forecast as well. Paula?
Ben, I think I got the assignment of the day. I got to go in and sample the new Masters Impressionists exhibit at the DIA. I'm going to take you on a tour. These stories and more are happening right now on Local 4 First at 4.
Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, we have breaking news in the death of a 5-year-old in Redford Township. She was found inside a motel. 2 people already in custody, and we've just learned the cause of death. Let's get to Coco McAvoy. She is outside the motel with the latest. Coco.
Good afternoon, Karen. We are learning that the preliminary autopsy report shows the cause of death as homicide in this case. The medical examiner's office says that the little girl was killed from blunt force trauma, and we have also learned from a source that the mother of the 5-year-old girl and the boyfriend were taken into custody this morning in connection to this case. Now, we know police are being very careful about the information that they release because they do not want to jeopardize their investigation, and no one has yet been formally charged in this case. But again, this investigation all unfolded yesterday morning at 10 o'clock. Officers were called to the In America motel here on Telegraph Road at 10 o'clock in the morning for a report of an unresponsive little girl. And when they arrived, they found the little girl with her mother's boyfriend. Now, we did reach out to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. They say they do not yet have a warrant request in this case, but they are waiting for more information from police officers in order to have an arraignment in this case. Now, coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll tell you what else we're learning in this investigation and when we can expect to see formal charges in this case. Back to you, Karen.
All right, thank you, Coco. Also breaking, eastbound I-94 at E-Course Road back open right now after an accident involving a motorcycle. The accident happened earlier this afternoon. All eastbound lanes were shut down just east of Detroit Metro Airport. Michigan State Police spent the afternoon investigating and tell us it appeared only one motorcycle was involved. A man has been arrested for allegedly recording men in the restroom of a Woodhaven bowling alley. Ryan Gaynor faces multiple charges, including 25 counts of capturing and distributing an image of an unclothed person. All these incidents happened at the Bowl-O-Rama over on Van Horn Road. Several men reported the man after seeing him take photos while they used the restroom. A judge set Gaynor's bail at $25,000. He'll be back in court next month. The Right to Life of Michigan, along with other organizations, have officially began a petition drive to ban a common second trimester abortion procedure. The Michigan Values Life petition drive is aimed at banning what they call dismemberment abortions. If the petitions get 340,000 valid signatures in 6 months, the Republican-led legislature could enact the ban without Governor Whitmer's approval. Activists say abortions must stop, but Governor Whitmer feels the petition is a way to get around a veto.
This must stop. We want to stop it, and we're calling on Michigan to stop it and be a people of justice and do something better for women.
You know, I think it's unfortunate that they haven't even encouraged the legislature to send me the bills so I can veto them, and that they're going to run a misleading campaign to collect signatures. But I have ultimate confidence in the voters that we will continue to make sure that women are respected and protected under the law in this state.
Anti-abortion activists have successfully used that maneuver 4 times before. In our first forecast on this Wednesday, you can feel the summer heat is here and it's not going away. Let's get to Ben for a look at what's up for tonight.
You're right, Karen. Temperatures only getting warmer as we get into the next couple days. At least today we didn't have to deal with the humidity, and we don't have a thunderstorm threat out there. So that 86 is very pleasant, so to speak, even though it is above average for this time of year. For the rest of the evening, we're going to be falling into the 70s. We're going to keep the humidity dry at least to about the midnight hour. Then that starts increasing as we head towards daybreak tomorrow. So the humidity comes back, temperatures get warmer, and we start adding thunderstorms to the forecast pretty much all 7 of the next 7 days. So we'll look at that in your extended outlook coming up in just a few minutes. Karen?
All right, thank you, Ben. We are less than 5 hours from the first presidential debate of the 2020 race for the White House. Tonight, the focus is on the Democrats, 10 men and women ready to speak to voters. You'll hear from these candidates tonight and another 10 tomorrow. Kimberly Gill, live in the newsroom with what we can expect for. Kim.
Hi, Karen. Good afternoon. The debate is being held in Miami, and as you know, Florida is always a key battleground state in presidential races because of its critical electoral votes. An elaborate stage has already been set up in the Adrian Arts Center for the Performing Arts. For some candidates, it's their first chance to really get some national attention as they look to win voters and financial support. The first round, of course, comes with some risks.
If you're a lesser-known candidate, you have to make some kind of mark in this debate.
They need to introduce themselves and not try to get in cheap shots and not try to be the most clever person on the stage.
Well, whatever they do, they'll have to do it quickly because each candidate is limited to 60 seconds for each answer with only 30 seconds for rebuttal. We'll have more on the debate coming up tonight at 5, and Lester Holt reports live from Miami on Nightly News tonight at 6:30. So, Karen, until then, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Sounds good. Always appreciate it. Thank you, Kim. Remember, the debate starts at 9 here on Local 4. Moderators include Lester Holt and Savannah Guthrie. It's a good chance to learn about the candidates, as we said. That's at 9 o'clock. The Democratic House of Representatives continues to flex its political muscle, investigating key players in the Trump administration. The House Oversight Committee has voted to subpoena White House counselor Kellyanne Conway. She did not show up for a hearing today because the White House refused to let her appear. Congress is investigating whether she broke federal law. Meantime, Congress is getting ready for public testimony from former special counsel Robert Mueller about his Russia report. Leading Democrat says the public needs to hear from Mueller.
I don't think all that many people have read it. The Attorney General Barr, led a campaign of misinformation to deceive the American people about what was in the report. The president joined in by repeatedly saying no collusion, no obstruction, which is not what the report found.
Mueller thing never stops. There was no collusion, there was no obstruction, there was no nothing.
Well, that's not exactly what the report says, but if you'd like to see for yourself, we did post the full report at clickondetroit.com on the homepage. Mueller is set to testify July 17th. If you haven't been to the Detroit Institute of Arts in a while, well, paintings like this will give you plenty of reasons to go back this summer. The DIA just opened an amazing exhibition of impressionistic works. Paula Tutman takes us inside the DIA for just a sample of the collection.
So what's really incredible is this is really the only opportunity many people will have to see some of these pieces of art. And this is the Impressionists exhibition at the DIA. This is really one of my favorites. So it's a snapshot in time. So take a look at this guy right here. You really have to say to yourself, what is he thinking? Yet the artist has captured it perfectly. And you have to wonder, what is the lady in red thinking about what her date is thinking? Thus is the imagination adventure an artist can take you on when the paintbrush snaps the image. The exhibit opened at the DIA today.
A fantastic collection of works of art by some of the most famous 19th century French artists like Monet, Cézanne, Renoir, Berthe Morisot.
Through October, art lovers and beginners alike will simply understand what they like when they see this extraordinary collection of art and artists. The snapshots in time. This is art that was created during a fight for the limelight with a new art form: photographs.
Photography was invented at the end of the 19th century, and photographers were competing with artists.
So, like, this one reminds me it reminds me of the Flapper Girls, how they used to dress.
That's totally a picture I would take if I was at a garden, visiting a garden.
And by looking at this art, staring at it, enveloping yourself in it, you are whisked to a snapshot in time.
So when you look at the two sitters on the painting, the viewer feels that we have interrupted something. Both the women and the men are looking at the viewer not happily. They're kind of upset. We have interrupted a very important moment. So it's a very important moment of concentration before they start the practice. And the viewer, you and me, have interrupted the room in that specific moment.
Yeah, this is really, really exciting stuff. So you still have time. You have a little bit of time. The exhibit is here until October. The admission, well, the price is right, particularly if you're from the Tri-County area because of that millage that you pass. So the admission is free for Wayne, Macomb, and Oakland County residents. So again, other than that, I think the admission is $6. But Karen, I want to know what you think that woman was thinking in that James Tissot picture when the guy was looking at the woman in the pink dress. What do you think she was thinking?
Well, I think like every woman. She was like, what are you looking at? Right? Don't you think?
Dude, right?
Yes.
Listen, even a snapshot in time, you're like, dude, seriously? Really?
Turn the head.
You gotta go home with me.
Pay attention over here.
Some things never change.
We've all been in that position at one point or another. We appreciate it, Paula, and we'll make sure to head on down to the DIA. Well, still ahead, it is like Christmas in July with a retail battle heating up. We'll tell you who's going head-to-head with Amazon, and there could be more to come. And there are some of the greatest wonders of the ancient world. My experts say climate change is putting them in danger. And later, a Facebook generation gap that could affect your family. What you need to know about social media etiquette. Trending stories are less than 12 minutes away. Stay with us.